Welcome to the channel. The world adored Princess Diana, her elegance, her compassion, her timeless beauty. But what if I told you that another woman carries that same aura today yet lives a life so luxurious, so private, and so mysterious, the public rarely sees what happens behind the scenes? She is Diana's niece. A modern aristocrat. A global fashion icon. And a woman whose life is wrapped in generational wealth, hidden glamour, and billionaire influence. Today, we're stepping behind the velvet curtains to explore the untold, ultra-luxury world of Lady Kitty Spencer, the heiress the world forgot until now. Before the cameras loved Meghan Markle, before the world obsessed over Kate Middleton, there was another woman carrying the royal glow of Princess Diana herself, her niece, Lady Kitty Spencer. Born into one of Britain's most prestigious aristocratic families, Kitty lived a life most people never heard about. Not because it wasn't glamorous, but because it was too glamorous, too private, too exclusive to reach the public eye. As the daughter of Earl Charles Spencer and niece of the world's most beloved princess, Kitty inherited a lineage of elegance, old money, and aristocratic power. But unlike her cousins Prince William and Prince Harry, she grew up away from royal protocol and spotlight pressure. Instead, her life unfolded in a way that blended royalty, fashion, global wealth, and mysterious luxury. Kitty's childhood moved between England's majestic Althorpe estate, the same grounds where Princess Diana grew up, in the sun-kissed sophistication of Cape Town, South Africa. A life filled with nannies, private schools, equestrian lessons, and family estates so large they resembled kingdoms. But Kitty wasn't just born royal. She built her own empire. From walking the runways of Milan to becoming the global face of Bulgaria, Kitty rose into a world of elite fashion, celebrity circles, and billionaire influence, all without ever needing a royal title. This is the world of Lady Kitty Spencer, a world built on heritage, polished by luxury, and wrapped in mystery. And today, we're stepping behind the velvet rope to see the life the public was never supposed to know. To understand Lady Kitty Spencer's life, you must understand the force behind her, the Spencer dynasty. Unlike the Windsors, the Spencers are older money, quieter influence, deeper tradition. The family's history dates back to the 15th century, with estates that stretch across thousands of acres and a legacy tied to politics, nobility, and British power. Althorpe House, the Spencer family seat, is not just a mansion. It is a 550-year-old palace surrounded by lakes, forests, gardens, and halls filled with priceless art. It's the kind of place where royalty doesn't visit, they are born. For Kitty, this wasn't a weekend getaway. This was normal. Birthday parties in rooms bigger than apartments. Family gatherings under ceilings carved in gold. Horses, staff, and traditions passed through generations. But the Spencer name carries something no other aristocratic family has: the legacy of Princess Diana. Being Diana's niece gave Kitty a kind of aura of familiarity the world felt drawn to, yet a privacy the Spencers fiercely protected. She inherited Diana's elegance, grace, and unmistakable presence, but with the protection of an aristocratic wall that kept the paparazzi out. While royal children grew up under global scrutiny, Kitty grew up in lavish silence. No tabloids. No duties. Just luxury, heritage, and a life shaped by generational wealth. The world didn't know her yet. But the fashion world was about to. When Lady Kitty Spencer first stepped onto the fashion scene, the industry froze. A woman who looked like Diana, walked like royalty, and carried the elegance of old Europe. It was inevitable she became an instant sensation. But Kitty didn't enter fashion as a celebrity. She entered as a trained force with degrees in psychology, literature, and luxury brand management. This was no spoiled aristocrat. This was a strategist. Her breakthrough came when she walked for Dolce and Gabbana in Milan. Jewels glowing. Gown shimmering. Poise radiating. The world suddenly asked, who is this woman? From Milan to Paris, she became one of Europe's most in-demand aristocratic models. But her defining moment arrived when Bulgari chose her as their new global ambassador, a title reserved only for the most elite. Suddenly she wasn't just royalty. She was an international fashion figure, representing a brand worth billions, wearing diamonds worth millions, and attending galas only the ultra-wealthy ever see. This was Kitty's rise not through paparazzi drama or reality show attention, but through elegance, strategy, and timeless beauty. If there's one thing Lady Kitty Spencer mastered, it's luxury. Not flashy, influencer-style luxury, but aristocratic, generational, old-world luxury. Her lifestyle includes private jet travel between London, Rome, Dubai, and Monaco, yacht holidays off the coasts Capri and St. Trope designer couture custom made by Dolce & Gabbana 5-star hotels so exclusive they don't appear on booking platforms, art collections inherited through the Spencer bloodline. Her Instagram, carefully curated, doesn't scream wealth, it whispers it. Behind every photo is a story: private villas, centuries-old estates, and soirees attended by aristocrats, billionaires, and cultural icons. But the most extraordinary part: Kitty moves through this world with a calm elegance, never controversial, never dramatic, always polished. This is not celebrity luxury. This is old wealth, the kind that doesn't need to advertise itself. In 2021, Lady Kitty Spencer married billionaire fashion tycoon Michael Lewis, a man with a fortune built across real estate, retail empires, and global investment portfolios. The wedding wasn't an event. It was a global spectacle of wealth and romance. Held in Rome at the breathtaking Villa Aldobrandini, the celebration included a lineup of haute couture gowns worth over $2 million, a guest list filled with aristocrats, supermodels, and tycoons, luxury villas booked entirely for guests, a ceremony wrapped in rare flowers imported from multiple continents. It was described as the most glamorous wedding Europe has seen since royalty. For Kitty, this wedding was more than love. It was the final step into billionaire society, a new world where influence, money, and fashion meet. Despite her glamorous lifestyle, Lady Kitty is more than diamonds and designer gowns. She's deeply committed to philanthropy, working with charities focused on mental health, children's welfare, and global development. Much like Diana, she uses her presence softly but powerfully. No headlines. No scandals. Just impact. Friends describe her as thoughtful, humble, and surprisingly introverted, a woman raised in privilege yet grounded in gratitude. Her luxury may be extraordinary, but her character is even more. Lady Kitty Spencer represents a rare blend of royalty, fashion, intellect, and old wealth. She is the modern face of aristocracy, elegant, private, and effortlessly powerful. She didn't choose fame. She built influence. She didn't inherit a spotlight. She created her own world. And in doing so, she became something unique, a woman who carries the grace of Princess Diana but lives a life entirely her own. This is the luxury life of Lady Kitty Spencer, timeless, fascinating, and undeniably untold. Now that you've stepped inside the hidden world of Princess Diana's niece, one thing becomes clear. Lady Kitty Spencer is more than a fashion icon, she is a modern aristocrat shaping her own legacy. If you enjoyed exploring her untold story, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss another deep dive into the world of royalty, wealth, and hidden luxury. Until next time, stay curious, stay inspired, and remember, the most extraordinary lives are often the ones lived far from the spotlight. Thank you for watching. See you next time.